Biafra, I need no neighbor. Biafra, I need no neighbor. Ebe konuna nyudi, ebe kansaputu nyudi, konuna nyadi na uwa nyawu, nsaputa nyadi na uwa nyawu. Miri sobe kota awukawa, ikukube kucha awukawa, urukube kucha awukawa. Biafra gadigi dewe go, webi ebi. Biafra gadigi dewe go, webi ebi. Biafra, I need no neighbor. Biafra, I need no neighbor. Ebe kolula dududi, ebe kansaputu dudi, kolula nyadi na uwa nyawu, nsaputa nyadi na uwa nyawu. Miri sobe kota awukawa, ikukube kucha awukawa, urukube kucha awukawa. Biafra gadigi dewe go, webi ebi. Biafra gadigi dewe go, webi ebi. Ikwere na Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. Ikwere na Biafra, Biafra. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. One day ikwere na Biafra, Biafra, wemeri. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. Ikwere na Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. Ikwere na Biafra, Biafra, wemeri. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. Ikwere na Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Ikwere na Biafra, wede mo kwakade. Adomina, Adomina, oh, Adomina, 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 oh, Adomina, Adomina, Adomina. Ochina magawa chayo, Adomina, Adomina, Adomina. Anyama kwe, anyama kwe, oh, anyama kwe, anyama. Adomina, Adomina, oh, Adomina, 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 oh, Adomina, Adomina, Adomina. Ochina magawa chayo, Adomina, Adomina, Adomina. Anyama kwe, anyama kwe, oh, anyama kwe, anyama kwe, anyama kwe. Ebekwaraga chayo, anyama kwe, anyama kwe, anyama. Rising sun, we know that beloved homeland of our great heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We must protect our souls from all our foes. What if the price is there for we hold dear? Then let us die without a shade of fear. And of the rising sun we know by cherish. Beloved homeland of our great heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We must protect our souls from all our foes. But if the price is there for we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Wala buto, alike putadi na buto. Onye ndiro na chụgharị na-eche ndụ ya chekwe dike. Ndiro gwara anyị okirikiri dee ụmụnne, ndiro gwara anyị gburugburu dee Biafra. Anyị ga-ekepụta n'ihi na mpụta bụ ụtọ, agaghị ekepụta n'ihi na mpụta bụ ụtọ. Onye ndiro na chụgharị na-eche ndụ ya chekwe dike. Kama mụ ga-abụrụ nsabụ ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha. Kama mụ ga-etogharị ma ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha. Ọdịnihu mma, kama mụ ga-abụrụ nsabụ ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha. Kama mụ ga-etogharị ma ka nwa n'ihu agha, ka nwa n'ihu agha. Ọdịnihu mma, nwanne kama mụ ga-abụrụ nsabụ ka nwa That is the national anthem.
Behold the dragon cage, God is lifted on their eyes to see the shining glory, the beauty of the sight. God said the cat is free, and let them mind to see the King is set to go. Let's sing for joy, His kingdom is restored. Let's shout for joy, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, praising the Lord. Oh, Biafra, oh, Biafra, kingdom of God on earth. Oh, Biafra, the victory is sure. Victory, oh, victory. Our heart is glad, our flag is on. Victory, oh, victory.
Thank you very much, my fellow Biafrans, my fellow Igbo people. Wherever you are right now, be you in the States of America, in Asia, in Europe, and in Africa, we say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to each and every one of you. Today is Thursday, the 27th of October 2017. And in our broadcast today, coming to you from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International, Germany. We have today our special guest of honor, a man who is a household name, not just in Igbo Biafra land, not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, but in the whole wide world. He is a man whose words are always translated into action. Indeed, he is a fearless man. In national commentaries, he has always remained fearless. No matter whose ox is God, he speaks out his mind. When he moves, it is in the image of an important executive. And our people say, Okwadike of Igbo land. He was at a time the Honorable Governor of Anambra State, Biafra land. During his tenure, our people witnessed the best governance in our political history. Despite the meager resources within his reach, he was able to impact in the lives of our people. Today, Anambra people, the Igbos, the Biafrans hold him in highest esteem. Equally today, when he speaks, his words are wisdom. And we have time enough to listen to him. I am, fellow Biafrans, referring to Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, one-time Honorable Governor of Anambra State. Dr. Ezife, sir, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm very grateful for all the good things you said about me.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
As a voice of the people, we are broad-based. Today, members of the Voice of Biafra International crew are involved in this particular program. let me start introducing them to you, sir. Apart from thousands of our Biafran listeners who are now hooked on to this particular broadcast, because as soon as it was advertised and the name was mentioned, sir, as our special guest, everybody sat up and agreed to suspend whatever they have at this very hour to listen to the voice of authority once again. Right now in Lagos is joining us Jude Chijoke. Jude, please only say hello to our honorable guest speaker and to Biafrans in general. Jude Chijoke in Lagos.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. This is Jude Chijoke. At the same time, I would like to say welcome to our guest speaker, Dr. Chukwemeka Ezife. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, Jude.
Thank you very much, Jude Chijoke, right away in Lagos. We move on to Benue State, where Uchenna Okeke is. Uchenna Okeke, please say welcome to our special guest and to Biafrans in general. Uchenna Okeke.
Hello, this is Uchenna Okeke.
Speak out, please, speak out, speak out. Let us get your voice.
This is Uchenna Okeke. Good evening to our fellow Robert Ward. At the same time, it is a pleasure to have Mr. Ikedife in our midst today.
Not Ike, this is Dr. Chukwemeka Ezife, not Ikedife, please.
Thank you for the correction.
Thank you so much. Chijoke Udensi, are you online right now with us? I'm getting signal. Chijoke Udensi. No. Now, Sonny, please, Emmanuel Babisi, are you online? Say hello to our special guests.
Hello, our father and our leader.
Speak out, please. We want to hear your voice. Speak out.
Hello, our father and our leader in the person of Dr. Chukwemeka Ezife, the former governor of Anambra State, ex-governor of Anambra State. You are welcome for today's special broadcast on Voice of Biafra. And our co-listeners, you are all welcome. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, Sonny. Now we are expecting other members of the crew. As soon as they are here, we get them introduced. Right now, our people are hooked on to this particular broadcast enthusiastically. And without wasting time, we now begin proper. Sir, we are here this evening to seek your wise opinion on some of the prevalent issues in Biafra land and in Nigeria generally. It appears over the months that many of our youths are being misguided. There appears to be confusion in Igbo land and by extension Biafra land. Some of us appear to be sheep without shepherd. Now, in line with our policy, or let me say a principle of reaching out to our best eggheads, we decided, sir, to reach out to you because in the past, we have been confident and patient enough monitoring your activities within the statecraft. And we feel satisfied having you today. Thank you so much for honoring us, sir, once again. Now, our people would like to, thank you, sir. Our people would like to hear from you on some of the questions we are going to throw to you right now. Let us begin somewhere. First of all, sir, I have to inform we are here to discuss one on the Biafra issues, how you view it, how you view them rather, and on Anambra election, which is very, very important because of its proximity. Let us say 18th of November 2017. Let us start with Anambra election, sir. As a former governor, a well-respected governor of Anambra State, even though you are not still now in power, your influence is felt everywhere, every day.
Now, sir, as a former governor of Anambra State, how do you see the current agitation for the boycott of Anambra election by the Nnamdi Kanu group?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I think it's a wise thing to tackle there. Right now in Anambra, I moved from Abuja to Oka this week. Some time ago, Nnamdi Kanu called me and they told me he would like me to come along with other elders, that he would have confidence if I'm among the elders discussing with him. Then I took the opportunity and you were talking about boycotting Anambra State election. What do you think will happen if that election does not hold? He was quite fast. He said they will reschedule the election. Oh yeah. I looked and I said, okay, can you believe me? If the election is not held and it is time for the incumbent governor to leave office and there is no successor, there will be a state of emergency enabling the federal government, which is not comparable to us, to choose anybody to be the administrator of Anambra State. I said to Nnamdi Kanu, it will not be in your interest. It will not be in my interest. It will not be in the interest of any interest. In fact, the president can choose even a herdsman to come and be administrator for Anambra. Or choose an Anambra man who is compromised to do whatever they want in Anambra. So I told him that, and I told him not to answer me, but to give me his answer. The day is confirming the date of the meeting of elders with him. So, unfortunately, the Operation Phantom Dance, which commenced earlier than they are now, stopped the possibility of his calling me to confirm the date of the meeting and then to give me his idea about postponing the election or boycotting the election. Second time I was so mixed was when I was looking at our very, very good people in the United Nations protesting against the marginalization, dehumanization, and all trampling upon our people. Very well dressed, intellectual people. But I know what the glory actually happened, meaning that they were not thinking. No thinking person from our side will talk about boycotting the election. Boycotting for who? It was interest. So I hope your people are listening. Anything against the interest of people, man, I will oppose. It is against the interest of people, man, to boycott the November 18 Anambra election. Thank you. I finish on that.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, one other question is this. Before I ask this question, let me go back to the past, sir. I remember sometime, I can't be very exact, either 1994, 95 or so, when you launched your book, something on progressivism, at the, I've forgotten the exact title, at the Nigerian Institute for Nigerian Institute for International Affairs. That was the time when Dr. George Obiozo was the DG, NIIN.
You are right.
Yes, I was there in that particular hall. I was physically present. I bought a copy of your book. You signed it for me. I had a very warm handshake with you, sir.
Very good.
After reading that very book, look, let me say it was a masterpiece. Now, that book is supposed to be consulted from time to time by all our politicians, our leaders. Now, going by that, sir, Kano has been talking about this boycott unless Nigerian government gives him a date for referendum. On the other side, people are saying no. Referendum is not a national cake which anybody can just give to you, anyhow, except through electoral process, sir. What message advice do you have for our people on this idea of referendum without going through electoral process?
Yeah, and they are not even connected. There is no connection between referendum and the election that is due. The Anambra election is due. As of now, there is not even a law on referendum. So, they should not be connected. Our people, our young men are understanding. So you can't beat somebody and say, you shouldn't cry. I understand the young men, but they go too far. Right? Things must make sense, and they must follow procedure. You keep saying former governor and a I'm former federal permanent secretary. Right? Apart from all that thing, that should let people know that I know what I'm talking about. Whatever it is we are talking about. So, referendum is not even in one way or the other. But there are sometimes there must be some referendum, some choice. But let me tell you where I stand up here. So you will understand me well. Now, we have different people. You know, in beginning. And again, only there's life without honor. Life without honor is not worth living. Now, our people who were enslaved during the committed more suicide than any other group who were close to slavery. There was even a group of 18 held hands together singing, before I become a slave, let this grave take me. And they committed suicide by falling backwards into an ocean or water and died there. And some jumped from the vessel, carrying them into the ocean. So, a life without honor is not worth living. That is our theory. That is what we believe. Now, the life we are living today in Nigeria, under the earth, is without honor. And I those who follow this thing know what I'm saying. And if we continue like that,
Yeah, there tend to be a kind of rotation there. It's not flowing very well. The flow of conversation is not flowing. Maybe a kind of distraction from your end. Okay, I think it's clear. It's better now. People are silent. Go on, sir.
I don't know. I can't affect it.
Yeah, it's clear now.
I don't know what to do.
It's very clear now, sir.
Is it better now?
It's better, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. That if the life people are living in Nigeria under Buhari continues beyond Buhari, Biafra becomes difficult. But as a matter of choice, today, a restructured Nigeria with egalitarianism, with equity, justice, and fairness, like that, Nigerians, our people, Igbo people, will be proud to belong to Nigeria, use the maximum market of Nigeria and exploit the maximum market of Nigeria. That is why one Nigeria is just, but not one Nigeria as it is. It is one Nigeria where justice prevails. That is the kind of Nigeria that is better than Biafra. But as I've said, there's a limit to which we can go, and there's no interest in like that. So I talked about remaking Nigeria in that book. I talked about remaking Nigeria with progressivism. That is the
Exactly.
that book.
Yes.
That book came too long ago. It is now very soon you will hear.
Yes, sir.
We are now talking about a new Nigeria. Nigeria today is a comprehensive and total failure, massive failure. And continuing like this is impossible. Every Nigerian knows that we have failed. We have failed God. We have failed man. We have failed Africa. We have failed ourselves. Therefore, continue like it is not possible. We must remake Nigeria. We must have a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria that is zero corruption. There should be some kind of righteousness. When you are just, you get to be righteous. So if justice prevails in Nigeria, righteousness will also prevail. Not these thieves who are called politicians. Not these thieves who are called voters. Yes. Because we, the voters, conspire with the politicians. How? They come to give us rights, give us all, give us some kind of, give us money. This time, in new Nigeria, we will make sure any politician coming into our politics, the one we approve, must take oath. Oath, but But the summary of this is that the person takes the oath for service to the people, not service to self. And the person must commit to where there is a conflict between the person's personal interest and the national interest. He must keep the national interest. This is element of the new Nigeria. And some of the laws will look wicked. Elements of corruption will be declared as sabotage of the nation. And it's not about what people use to grant 2 million or 100,000. Any corrupt enrichment is corruption. And the people will be declared national sabotage. And what is that? So,
So, sir, the problem has started once again. I don't know really. Yeah, it's calm now. It's calm. Go on, sir.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay now. It's okay now. It comes only once in a while. But now it's good. It's flowing once again. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I was saying is that our country, Nigeria, has not live up to God's purpose for it. God's purpose for Nigeria is to be rallying point and big brother for all blacks, not just Africans. And ultimately to wipe away the shame of slavery from the faces of all blacks. That's the purpose of Nigeria. We have not got near it. What we are doing is generating more shame to the faces of all blacks. So, those of you, the young ones, who may want to help, we are available. You can help in many ways, especially in ideas, selling ideas, so that we convince people against money policy. We want to be able to get away from people cutting away the wealth of the people and dumping in foreign land, foreign bank. And shamelessly too, you go to prison or you are arrested with videos and eventually you walk the street, swaggering on the highway after you have been shown to be a thief. That kind of Nigeria is not what we want. And that kind of Nigeria can never surface in Biafra if Biafra comes alive. So I'm just saying that the book I wrote hasn't affected Nigeria much.
Exactly.
Because corruption took the upper hand. Nobody have the police to fight it strongly. Our president, Buhari, decided to fight corruption. I cheered him very highly, cheered him very. Eventually, I found he was being elected. And right now, I think the anti-corruption is work done with it, and there was no anti-corruption.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Now, we are coming to national issues, but one last question on Biafra issue before we come to that. Now, while you were addressing, just like you have been saying, that under Buhari administration, we, the Igbos, the Biafrans, are outrightly marginalized. That if this administration fails to correct the imbalances, Biafra becomes inevitable. In the same vein, 2 weeks ago, Chief Dr. Wazirike was being interviewed in one television station like that, and they asked him questions on Biafra, and he was emphatic. One, like you said, that Biafra has two faces. One, either you give us our own share of the national cake, or otherwise we go home using the name Biafra. But where you accommodate us, where everybody is accommodated, Biafra becomes an ideology. Few days ago, sir, when I was speaking with your counterpart, the former governor of Kaduna State, Alhaji Bare Bemusa, is to be our guest here on Sunday. He equally emphasized on what you have to say, what you have just said, sir. But the problem we are having is that some of these our misguided youths are still threatening fire and brimstone, not accepting the words of wisdom. Now, what we have uncovered now is that the IPOB, led by Kano, has mobilized some misguided boys or elements to cause mayhem on the eve of this Anambra November 18th election by planting knockouts, cannons, or what we call in Igbo, this Impala, and so on and so forth, thereby creating confusion, tension in Biafra land. Sir, as a last question in this, what is your advice to this set of boys?
Well, I must say, Kano and IPOB people have achieved a lot for Nigeria and for Biafra. Let me tell you what happened. Until IPOB call for stay home. I think that's what meant that when they call for staying at home, and we stayed home, the rest of the world, not just at home, but understand the seriousness of our situation. We are talking about marginalization. Let me give you just an enclave so that people know what we are talking about. Life is unfair. In a certain which is geopolitical circles, if presidents are actually making an appointment, why? In 10, 15, 18, 20, 25, 30, 38, 40, 42, 40. More than 40 appointments were made by Buhari without one single house installer appointed. What can you call that? This is a person who votes for to maintain the constitution. And the constitution has federal character, meaning that you are appointed, it should reflect the character of the nation. So that's one. Two, in a country of 6-year political terms, and 6 principal protocol officers, president, vice president, vice president, the chief judge, speaker, and secretary government. The lowest of the federal is secretary government. And there are 6 people, each, and there are 6 people of me. You will expect that each person gets the people. Therefore, the Southeast is something and able, but it turns out that we got nothing. We got nothing. Can you think that a national security can be beaten, and there is not one soul representing the South? Do you know that in the list, any list of people removed from office, the army, the southern Nigeria, and particularly South, will dominate the list of removals from office. And the same southern Nigeria, and particularly South, will be absent from lists of new federal appointments. Some people who were designated to head in a particular office, who are you? As soon as the president was sworn in, they changed. They didn't change it in Massachusetts. But 3 days after president, they removed him. Today, all security agencies, well, some of the problems in the East, Southeast, and South is that we are the bastion of Christianity in Nigeria. No other zone. The minimum has, but no other zone are based in Christianity as the Southeast and South. That's why we are working. And this is only implementation. It must affect us what other countries. That's what it is. So, I can go the president even approved the revenue tax for the citizen. When that movie and I mean, it is not only just a different the country should be designed to make. So it is not designed to make. And now, let me tell you, the Python dance is the final. Our people were treated like non-human and made to do body work to fly in what muddy water, to swim in muddy water in narrow confinement, and get stuck in the old for which we have to think. Then we are meant to be flapping each other, one thing, and in the enjoyment of social. Then we are meant to stand in so unnatural a thing. This inequality was so much. Let's begin. What a kind of more than 20 people here. And like, and it really will be happier. There was tension. Some night it was then that they were moving around, knocking on doors, and taking people away. I don't feel like that. So these are things, and I'm talking like I'm sorry. I'm not because I'm also trying to plead for common sense. Because this, the country Nigeria, as you can see, was designed to be very important in the world affair. The groups are flying. Compare us with America. And the other typhoon look at the Clinton people. No typhoon, no hurricane, no tornadoes. And the geophysical situation is very strong. No volcanoes, no earthquakes. Our endowment of materials of soft winds, and the endowment of minerals, even we got so many talents, so many tribes. Nigeria was designed by Almighty God for unmatched development, unmatched growth, unmatched economic achievement. And man in Nigeria is messing up with that and cannot succeed. The will of God is dominate the skill of man, and the power of God is the skill of the power of man. That's why I see hope after there will be one Nigeria, where they have decided for everything. The people who didn't want Nigeria most are the northern people. But we need one Nigeria. No group can walk away smiling, enjoying from a Nigeria that is structured to work with justice and family.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, very good, sir. So much, sir. Now, one other question is this. You have, projected Nigeria from two perspectives, either through outright dissolution if the system is not functioning, or outright restructuring if they want everybody to be accommodated. Now, some people are asking, sir, what do we expect from restructuring the federation? What exactly does it entail if we should accept restructuring as an option?
My brother, I'm sure you remember that the World Bank showed that our part of Africa, and especially our part of Nigeria, was growing faster than the rest of the world. That was in the days of Zik, Opera, Matintoran, Awolowo, Mabukello. That was Nigeria that was progressing. Let me now tell you what restructuring means. Restructuring means going back to the agreed Nigeria which works. Going back to the agreed Nigeria which worked. That agreed Nigeria was a federal system. Initial federal regions. The federal is the best on visions as possessing units. 3 regions in the beginning, eventually 4. So we were doing very well. Then there was a coup in 1966. And then war to begin to determine what happened. The military, in order to go and win the Biafra war, when and the trying to isolate the Igbo from the rest of the East. What did they do? They created 12 states. 12 states, 6 in the north, 6 in the south, with Igbo contained in the southeast. So, no problem. But after winning the war, the original agreed Nigeria was not resurrected. The federal system based on region. Instead, the northern leaders created eventually 36 states, 19 in the north, with Abuja, which is opposite as this United States, and 17 in the south. What is worse? The local government created 774 local governments were created. 419 in the north. 37 in the south. Let me make it clear to anyone listening. Lagos and Sokoto had the same number of local governments, 20. Today, out of all the maneuvers, Sokoto has 20 local governments with all the new states stated around. And they don't see how it. Now, between Jigawa and Kano, there are just about as many local governments as in the country. Kano has 40 local governments. Let's yes, and remember one of the countries, one of the states, Bayelsa, from which they didn't a lot of oil, is local government. These unsustainable advantages, disruptive advantages, each on the north, is one is the reason why people they don't understand the structure. They know what we're talking about. But it is my fear that makes any intelligent says he will not construct because he has one advantage, which cannot be sustained. So I am happy. I'm becoming happier. It is not just that Aduki, the emir of Ghana, is living intellectually, friends, but progressive. He is telling the people it's good. But even the Professor Andrew Abla, who has been doing the wrong thing, this time and that, although he still ended with the rock, he gave very, very important people. He said, we're not the best for Nigeria to pray. They are not. He said, this thing called Nigeria is not working. Maybe we should go to our individual, but they are going to leave. But then he said something very important. Either we do this program, or we go back to 1960, independence, and our independence 63 constitution. And there's no thing better as a constitution. And brilliant as a constitution. It's a matter of just going back there and taking the 2014 very successful conference. The first investment, they adjust what existed. So, anybody who wants to understand structure should think of going back to what the founding fathers of Nigeria agreed to be the country that they want. That's the thing. And the proper situation. Today, what we have is the unity state.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, you're still on, sir. Go on.
In the past, when the regions were there, all the money spent in the region Therefore, or income people and the rich. Therefore, any government that is spending that money is being what? How is spending money? Not just me, not killing, not me. But today, there is not a people to get money. But there are nobody speaks to that. It's perspective. One day, they come and share it, and everyone throws away. So our system today is not working because there is no fiscal federalism, no evolution of power, all kinds of things that government gets involved in. And the states are not allowed some autonomy in growth and development. So, but in the past, when we were growing, when we were not taking giant steps backward, it was state to state growing, doing things that but there are things that are better. For instance, nothing that is really simple. Look at measure. Moment, they are easy. But there are many things we don't have to for that federal government. So, listen, if you want any other operation, any aspect of construction you want me to explain, I will explain for them.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now, there is a saying that Nigeria remains lopsided in our appointments because of the following factors. One, disunity among the Igbos. Two, indifferent attitude of our politicians. Three, dichotomy that exists between the Southeast and the South-South. Four, the indifferent attitude of the Yoruba people. But the most important one they say is that in the national affairs, why the Igbo Biafra youths are confrontational, talking to their Yoruba Hausa counterparts eyeball to eyeball. Our elders, the elites, except you and you alone, sir, the rest are too subordinate. What is your reaction to this, sir?
If you are talking about nonsense, I get it. The older people, let's go to the root of the concept and leave the ones that are not here. The root of the problem, the British came to Nigeria and found the southern people, especially the Igbo, very hard and feared that should they let these people take over government of Nigeria, it would not be long after independence that Nigeria will begin to challenge Britain in world affairs. Because of that, they calculated and gave the leadership of Nigeria to a group that can keep Nigeria down. Now in Nigeria, that the end has come to British design and to every design that now we have got to the bottom. Nigeria is falling down to the bottom. And we have nowhere further to go. We have to move. That's what I'm talking about. A new Nigeria, which will complete the world as a superpower among nations. Now, to blame youth, basic people can must try. Don't blame the other people. They are powerless, but they are powerless. Don't blame circumstances that have part of the problem we are trying to solve. It's not a matter of eyeball to eyeball. This is eyeball. And what is a matter of belief? Yes, but I'm learned among politicians who will take some money or take some advantage and bend over. But let me tell you, the Igbo man is the man of destiny. That destiny is given by God. We are still answering them. We are answering calls. When out for 50 years, we have been out of central power. Not being president. For more than 50 years, out of central power. Yes, before he will come to come. For only 8 years, the appointed and that opened the eyes into knowing that if it were not that the potential was to protect us, he had already scattered the north, disunited the north. But going to get a reunited the north. No group in Nigeria is more united than people. Yes, we are Republicans. We don't have some who say go right and we go right, go left, we go left. No. But no group in Nigeria can go through what people have gone through and even to the of the point.
Thank you very much, sir, for your response. Now we are going into the second segment of this particular interview. Before then, I have to remind, yes, sir, I have to remind our listeners, our numerous listeners, that we are broadcasting live, streaming live equally from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International, courtesy of the bim-massob family under Chief Dr. Afro-Wazirike, a platform provided for every Biafran, despite ideological leanings, even Nigerians generally, to come and share their views. That is why we are here. And our special guest speaker today is Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, former governor of Anambra State. Now, sir, to the second segment. Recently, Imo State Governor Mr. Rochas Okorocha erected a statue of South African President Joseph Zuma in Imo State at the cost of 500 million naira. This comes at a time when teachers are not being paid, civil servants, public servants are not being paid. And here is a governor who feels the pulse of the people, spending a whopping sum of 500 billion to erect an ordinary statue for a president of a particular country that has never done anything for the interest of the Igbos, the Biafrans. Sir, if you were in his shoes, just like you were one time governor of Anambra State, would you do the same thing?
Well, that yeah, no.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Fellow Biafrans, our former governor of Anambra State, in responding to that particular question posed, is quite vehement, absolute. He says no. I wouldn't like to go further on that.
Also, when we talk about corruption,
yes.
When we talk about corruption,
yes, sir.
This is what we are understanding. It is nothing more than 5 million naira. What is 520 million? Is it gold or silver? What is it about?
That's the question.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't know that it is what it says. I have not seen the governor's statement. I have not seen any official statement saying that this becomes 520 million. I don't know whether it is from social media. We got that to our bank.
Sir, it is not social media. This is a report from Government House. It is not social media, sir.
Then I got to understanding and I can't agree with it. And it is, I don't know, it's, in the old days, when people do that kind of thing, they don't be
Now, look at this again, sir. You know, side by side. Same time last year, the same Rochas Okrocha expended 600 million for mere Christmas tree. 600 million for Christmas tree. Sir, what advice do you have for our present day governors? Because what we are saying is this: the time you were a governor with your counterparts, things were not as bad as this. All of you were very, very accountable to the people you govern. Let me be precise. You were the servants of the people, not their rulers. But today, we have governors who are rulers and not servants. What advice, sir, do you have for our present day governors?
The advice we have is for all Nigerians, all the youth, all the old men, all the politicians. Stealing public treasure is what is happening now. And corruption was there during our time. After all, the coup of 1956 talked about 10%. This time, the corruption was talking about 90%, 95%. So, we cannot just say, do we talk about a particular issue. I don't know how much is used for Christmas. I didn't know about it. And I cannot talk about what I don't know. So, if it is true, it is insensitive to the needs of our people. Christmas is beautiful. If you want to make it good for it.
Thank you very much, sir, for your response to that. And we sincerely believe that all our governors in the Southeast are listening to this particular broadcast. In all honesty, yeah, so they say their agents, their assistants always listen to this broadcast. Sometimes they send us messages asking us to moderate our tone. But we are here to call a spade, just like you do, sir. And we fear nobody. Insofar as we don't use this particular platform to abuse the sensibility of our people, we are here to state the obvious. And nobody will count us. Thank you, sir. Now, people are saying that during the time when you and their counterparts, sorry, sir, are you still online with me? Even if I've lost you. Oh, fellow Biafrans, just a second, since I've lost contact with him, let me recall. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. We lost contact, and good enough, we have reconnected. Hello? Yes, sir. We are now with you. Now, there is a question we would like to ask you, and people are writing in for me to ask you this question. They are saying that during their tenure, let me say with their counterparts then, as well as governors or in other states, there was no much resources in Nigeria, but within the limited resources at their disposal, you were able to impact so much in the states you governed, just like other governors, as the days of Sam Mbappe. But today, the governors will have abundant, resources from the federal government, yet nothing tangible is achieved in the interest of the citizens. Sir, Do these our present governors ever come to people like you for consultation or say advice on how best to govern a people?
Well, my brother, I want to emphasize the point that corruption has eaten deep into all aspects. The family, the society, you think we look at the Chinese government for the month if they are giving them. What about giving them? What about teachers? What about people members? What about Twitter? What about TV? What about the church? What about the mosque? Taking work therefore, simply our government. That is what we are talking about in the new Nigeria, where there is total faith. Not a new Nigeria where there is not. No, he or people want to fund this thing. Don't let people out to go. All right, all politicians, all do that. Who go and political. These things have to be more comprehensive. And comprehensive and immediate but the thing that when you want to I want to it's not all anyone the benefit of it, but that more working man give our time children that have been corrupt. But I don't think it was serious. I knew and myself and I did try to do everything to be at home for.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, we have indeed taken virtually the questions we have for you. We are now going to throw the floor open for our numerous listeners to take their questions one after the other. We have to inform our listeners, please. First of all, I remind you, our special guest speaker is Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, former governor of Anambra State. He is a household name and he is loved by all because while he held sway as the Anambra State governor, his own administration impacted positively on the life of our people, and that was worthy of emulation. Now, the floor is open for our people to ask questions. Please, gentlemen, ladies, from wherever you'll be calling to take your question, to ask your questions, make it very, very brief. Make it very, very brief. Our special guest has been very, very busy since today. He just, came back a few minutes ago and we hijacked. Let me use the word hijack. Bear with me. We hijacked him to be with us. And he has spent time to speak with us. We need to hurry over it and allow him some rest. So if you're asking your questions, tell us your name, where you are calling from, and your question, but please be very, very polite. The floor is open now. Gentlemen, ladies, our fellow listeners here, welcome to the program.
I make a request.
Sir,
please,
yes, sir.
try to listen to that question. Try to listen to that question because I may not hear it very well.
Exactly. I will do so, sir. I will do so, sir. I will do so, sir. So now the floor is open for our callers. You are now free to call in. Since we have been discussing, many callers, trying to reach us, but I rejected all because we needed to give our guest speaker time, opportunity to address us on prevalent issues. Now we are done. The floor is open. Fellow compatriots, over to you. Valentine Ugoji, you are there online. Okay, thank you very much, Joji. Your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, this is Jude Chijoke. I am calling from Lagos, Nigeria. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, our guest speaker. I would like to thank him for his services for the Anambra people and the Igbo land in general. I would also like to commend him for saying and standing by the truth, most especially when it comes in protecting the Igbo interest in Nigeria. So I know that a lot have happened in the past, but presently we all know that there are a lot of misinformation which our youths are not happy because of the way things are going in Nigeria. And the youth have made a statement clearing that we want Biafra. So, sir, my question is simple. From what you have said, you have made it clear that if our interest, everything that we wanted in Nigeria can be given to us, that it will be as equal as Biafra. But my question is just simple. What are you and maybe others doing to ensure that our messages are being passed to the government of Nigeria, not just the Buhari administration, to those that matters?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Our message is passed, and
we got you, Jude. Thank you. Jude, we got you. Please, sir, you got his questions, or do I have to clarify further? Okay, so that's the question that you have spoken well. If our interest to be accommodated, it is tantamount to saying Biafra. But where it is not possible, we talk of Biafra. The question that is, what efforts are people like you making to make sure that our interests are accommodated in the Nigerian Federation?
I want to say that here you know, it's different in Nigeria now. Nigeria is using Nigeria is just Nigeria so the point is the company that we are bigger than
Sir, we didn't get you clearly, sir. We didn't get you clearly, sir. There was a kind of fluctuation once again. We didn't quite get you. If you could please repeat your answer.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. There is a caller online. Let us take his question so that you can combine the two. Hello, caller online. Hello, your name and where you are calling from.
I want to be connected to the Biafra.
This is the Voice of Biafra International, Germany, and we are taking questions from our former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife. So maybe you have to call us back later and we'll take your question. Thank you very much. Yes, what do you have to say? Hello?
I want to be connected to the radio.
Yes, you are right now on and we are listening to you. So I have informed that we are online with, okay, we have lost him. Now, please, next caller, please. Who has the question there? Uchenno Keke, are you online? You have a question for Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife.
Actually, there is Uchenna Keke.
Yes, go on, please. Your question. Oh, you seem to have lost him. Now, with you online equally, Ume Muslims is there, Valentine Ugoji, and Uche Diji, Sonny, Emmanuel Wabisi. Any of you are free to put across your question before we take callers online, please.
Is calling from Biafra land, precisely Owerri. Our dear special guest today, our father, as I did mention before, I thank you for your presence today once again. And my own goes this way. I'm not asking a question, but I want to make a request. My request is that you have been a father. Why I say that you have been a father? I remember the time when we used to play, when I was in Onitsha, where we used to say, when we are trying to show power, I will say that I'm Opadike Ibuku. Now I realize you are not only Opadike Ibuku, but you are Opadike Ndibo in one way or the other, in order to voice out for the good and betterment of people. So I want to use this special opportunity to request from you, like since we started this struggle, I know the day we commissioned Biafra One Veterans House, we are there live in Okwe with other members of all other dignitaries in Igbo land like Iwanyanwo, Mbazulika Amechi, and co, many of them. When you make your speech of Igbo president, people were like finding fault in you. But Wazirike stated it that if Igbo president will come today and Biafra will actualize that, he will support it. One way or the other, he give you the necessary support over your speech for an Igbo president that can benefit the interests of Biafrans. So in this way now, I want to use this opportunity to request from you, with the position you are and how your voice can sound to entire Igbos, even to entire Nigeria, even to entire world, that to tell our people that since the emergence of IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu, we have lost many of our young youth. And it is only through lies and propaganda that it is time to tell our people that enough is enough, that we are tired of losing our young youth. We are not into another war. We are tired of losing our young youth in this present stage again. We want a situation whereby that everybody will be alive to witness the good thing that God wants to do to us. Because it is destined that we are the covenant children of God, no matter what. And this issue of boycotting of Anambra election, now, it is another way to kill our young youth. Because you will see some brainwashed ones who don't know their left and right, that will come out that they trying to cause one problem or the other, and they will end up being shot to death, and nothing will happen. We should not be creating something that can be termination our future. Please, I would like you with your position to voice out, to tell our people that enough is enough of our youth dying in the hand of so-called that because of one mistake or the other. No, the issue is that Biafra will be actualized. We want Biafra, but we want it in a peaceful way. That we don't want a situation whereby that our people will keep on dying. This boycotting of Anambra election will do us no good. Rather, it will do us bad. So I would like you to use your position to voice out to our people, to Nigerians, to the entire world, more especially our young youth, for them to understand that boycotting election will do us no good. Rather, it will cause a very big damage to us. Thank you and God bless you.
Yeah, so I'm sure that while he was taking our questions earlier on, he indeed emphasized on the need to go through, fight Biafra through electoral process, and he never hid his feelings. The message was loud and clear, and we quite understood every word he said. So already, Dr. Chukwemeka Ezekiel has taken care of the question you have asked while he was addressing it before. But one thing I think he has to answer more is what we must do to carry home this message to our people, the youth and the elders and the elites. What must we do to carry this message home to them? In your position as a former governor of Anambra State and the Okwadika of North Anambra, not but let's say Igbo land generally, sir.
Well, I'm training in the society organization. And the God has blessed us also with a president of America who is like Daniel from just he is very, very aptitude and he knows what he says, intelligent. So what can be done is being done. We are trying to, and in fact, so many groups are working on this. There are the summit, even summit, even the next forum, even intelligence forum, it's called Molina, Oluibo, it is many groups, South group, called the Grabi, it's good. Enlighten our people, unite them, motivate them to achievement, and to fight that. Wow. So I don't think that is the problem. People just, I must say, people are used to subscribe, not all of them at the time too much. But even that, look what's happening, look at the press, even social media. You will see our voice all articulating not great solutions, but abroad. I think I can speak with people. The point is that every vote is made by the right people.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, the next caller online, please. Uchenna, you are back online. You are trying to ask questions before we got disconnected.
I'm here. Uche DJ is here. Can I
Okay.
go on?
Yeah, Uche DJ, please tell us where you're calling from.
Okay.
No, the service is not clear. You may have to stand where we can get you clearer, please. Uche DJ, you may have to stand where we can get you clearer. Otherwise, Uchenna
Okay,
can take over.
hear me now?
No, it's still fluctuating. Uchenna can take over the studio. Uchenna Oh, by the time Ugod is there, Maslim is there, apart from other callers online. Yeah, I know we have network problems.
Hello.
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay, Uchenna from Makodi, Benue State, Nigeria. Honestly, Sonny Babo has attempted my question, and I think you have done justice to that. Thank you very much, and I stand by.
Thank you very much. Ume Maslinos, you're still online with us? Or Valentine Ugoji?
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Okay, make it clearer, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, our able moderator and our guest speaker, Dr. Chukwemeka, the former governor of An. I greet you, I welcome you to this program. I am
Uche, we are not getting you. You may have to stand out a bit. Uche, we are not getting you, please. Uche, we are not getting you, and our guest speaker is not getting you at all. Stand probably close to a window or outside. Let us get you clearer.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's better. My location. Okay, good. It's better now. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I am once again admiring our able speaker today, Dr. Chukwemeka, the former governor of Anambra State. It's my pleasure to meet you, to speak with you through this medium, Voice of Biafra International.
Where are you calling from right now, please? We would like to know where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Uche Didi, calling from Ghana. Sir, I have two questions for you. I think I will be allowed to air this question for my people.
Yeah, make it brief, please. Try make it
Can
brief.
I go on?
Go on and make it brief,
Yeah.
please.
Number one is as a elderly man, elderly and very intelligent and humble servant of your people. Please, sir, what did you think that we are supposed to do in order to go up to make sure that these people that have been brainwashed beyond human imagination go on with us? Because our people used to say that unity is the key. Secondly, my second question is, as the exponent of Anambra State, I know that indeed you create a very big impact for the development of the state. But I want to ask, did you think many people today are asking for restructuring? And when you ask some of the top Nigerians, when you interview them, they accept that Nigeria is a first state. Now, I want to ask, this restructuring project people are carrying about, I know that it is a political campaign anywhere. It can last for weeks. Why they are not yet accepted? Because in Abuja there, where things happens, they are very greater in number. They can use it as they continue to use a second Niger bridge to deceive people or something like that. But even though that they accept restructuring Nigeria today, do you think with the type of political ambitions our people in Nigeria constituents are playing today in this present time, in a place where somebody can come up and say there will be no any chairman election, not by the government, where somebody come up and say no councillor, there is nothing happened to it, where somebody can come and squander the state money and nothing happens to it. In a situation like this, how can you assure our people that even though Nigeria is being restructured today, that they are not going to manipulate the brain of our government? I mean, the main key of those people that is going to lead us. How sure are you that those northerners that the state have declared that they are controlling the 80% in our land is going to leave it? How sure are we?
Now, Uche, we have got your question. Let me clarify it further to our guest speaker, sir. Uche is asking two questions. One, the division within the Igbo Biafra polity is affecting our peoples, more especially within these various groups having different philosophical leanings. What steps would we take to make sure we come together and speak with one voice? The second question is this: why some people are talking about restructuring? How are we sure that we can present a common front that will be beneficial to our people, bearing in mind that today most of our governors over several years have not conducted local government elections except appointments? The question is, if we are talking about restructuring, why not also we start from the home front? Sir, the questions are for you.
The first question, what was it? Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the first question is this: that within the Igbo Biafra polity, we have a lot of divisions that So what do we do? Thank you, sir.
Okay, I got one. Yes, speaking with one voice is very important. We are making a property that is very difficult because of our intervention. But we are making more effort that we are saying the same thing, even if we are speaking different voices. Yes, we are connecting the various groups, making sure that the conclusions arrived at by the various groups align. You can speak with one point, but as long as we are saying the same thing, we may speak with different voice. That is it, from different organizations. That is it. And the second question
The second question is why some people, let me say, many of our people are talking about restructuring, real restructuring, not haphazard restructuring. We still have back home some governors that have not conducted ordinary local government elections in the past years, only running this administration through appointments. What do we call this?
thank you. Well, restructuring and conducting the government are different things. And remember, we talked about corruption. What is stopping conducting the legal government? People want to control money. The money control the better for them because they are not giving the money all the way for the people. So if you have a good government chairman, they will demand the money to the local government. But if you appoint caretaker chairman, you will never appoint them. Whatever you give, you will say. So it is this issue of corruption which we must fight. In some parts of the country, I'm not saying the local government given the money is refused, and some traditional areas are to go. Some of the particular day share the money and give it. Indeed, issue of local government here. As it affects the structure, we should not be sharing money from the local government. The person is just here, region, or even if you want to say, to be better community. You just go beyond state and go to the we are going there. But the moment we agree on regional performance, we then have the state redeeming function, more like a local government completely. And then we may have towns that are mentioned, providing the own government to some extent. So, but the question and intelligent question that it doesn't rhyme very much because if we don't come to conduct local government, then they are going to do what? If you remove local government from the power of the state, you will put it in power of the state. It's better to have a clear cut, but enough provision and the sequence of elections when they must come. So, I think that is something that is here. And the thing is contribution, why it is a very big question. It is not one that gives us a vision and we need a solution.
Thank you very much, sir, for that very wonderful response to that particular question. Now, next caller online, we have to inform our numerous listeners that we are running short of time. We have less than 15 minutes to end this particular program and give our special guest speaker a chance to relax. So, two more questions and we call it a day. Ume Maslinus or Valentine Mugoji, are you there?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Please speak out louder, please. Speak loud a bit. Speak louder. And where you're calling from, please.
This is Valentine Mugoji from Port Harcourt.
Valentine Mugoji from Port Harcourt, okay.
I want to thank you, the moderator, and I also want to welcome our guest speaker, the former governor of Anambra State. You are welcome. It is my privilege to speak with you today. So I say you are welcome to this broadcast. I have a question for you, please. And the question is this. Looking at the forthcoming Anambra State election, Our brothers have been told that a boycott will give them a date for referendum. But when you look at Scotland, you find that they formed a Scottish party that they used to fight for their way for a referendum.
Just like in Catalonia.
Yes, like the Catalonians too. Their allies were also they have a party, they are all in the elected positions, which help them to fight for their referendum. Now, coming to our own situation here in Nigeria, we know that the political hierarchies have a role to play if we must leave Nigeria. The partisans have a role to play. The elders also have a role to play. So, sir, I want to ask, how do we pass this information to our youths and our brothers and sisters for them to understand that these politicians have a big role to play for Biafra to be created out of Nigeria?
Yes, sir. You got him?
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if you got the question he asked. Yes.
Repeat question.
Okay.
Repeat question.
Okay. The question is this: with the trend of things in Biafra land and in Nigeria, how do we mobilize the elites properly? And no, let me say, how do we mobilize the elites to make sure that we achieve our aim? Especially the politicians. Yes, especially the politicians.
But well, we are working and very soon, when the middle of next month, that question will be answered from that. Because we want change. If we said we are bringing change, I think we didn't know we were bringing change. I'm not thinking so. So which time we are bringing change? Our politicians are decided. I mean, I'm going to there are more than maybe a bit younger men than myself. And I think that in every forum, we are addressing issues of South and South. In the other ones, we are addressing South to South Africa. But many of the forums have committees on the structure, committees on how to make South independent economically. Education. Recently, they inaugurated a mega Ogbegwu research center. And even before they did it, they had found something about bamboo, some miraculous elements in bamboo. So, if God helps us, God helps us, and it's the fact, God is actually the first towards our people. That is why I think all these things are happening now. So, it cannot take more than 2 years before we go where we are in Nigeria. It is either this becomes a structure or, well, maybe the end will come. But we don't want the end to come. The structured Nigeria, where justice prevails, is better for all people than a Biafra, where we go and fight each other in a small market. The main point of Nigeria is the large market.
Thank you very much, sir, for the answers you have given to us. And I must say that we are very, very encouraged. We are very, very inspired. We thank you so much for being with us. And we pray vicariously that in time to come, we shall still need your attention to inform our people on the best way out of our political doldrums. We so much count on you,
I want
your
to
wisdom,
thank you.
and we are so much appreciative, sir.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you for inviting me. I want to thank you for the commitment you have shown. I want to thank the people who are asking questions for their interest in the fatherland and that the dedication to push into the right direction. And God in heaven, with all the power, will help us. I thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Honestly, we would have loved to move on with you, but subject to severe limitations of time, we have to stop here. While thanking you immensely for your
I'm also
patience.
thankful.
Thank you, sir. So, we thank you immensely for your patience, for your understanding, for your sacrifice, for your commitment to the general welfare of our people. We are saying that if we have more people like you in the Igbo Biafra polity, I think we will go a long way. But by the grace of God, the beautiful ones are being born. We thank you once again, sir. May God bless you and thank you 1,000 times. Good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Fellow Biafrans, it has been a 2-hour broadcast has been coming to you from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. And as you all know, our guest speaker, our special guest speaker has been Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife Okwadike of Igbo land, let us say. He has been here all along, giving us the alternative viewpoint. And we believe now, vicariously, our people have listened, they have understood. And now we have to inform our people that against the November 18th Anambra election, we say with emphasis, it is a fait accompli. Anambra election is going to hold. We are asking our people, particularly the Anambra people, come out on the 18th of November and cast your vote. If you are not of voting age, stay indoors. Make sure you don't come out to create any scenario that will bring confusion in our society. Our parents are advised to advise equally their children. If you don't have any business with the election, stay indoors. Do not, we repeat, do anything that will bring Anambra State into the world glare as a troublesome state. No. Anambra is a gateway to Biafra land. It is a home for all. And the beauty of it all is that Anambra State's former governor, competent governor whose tenureship impacted positively on our people, has spoken to us. That is enough testimony. It is enough testament to tell our people that Anambra election is going to hold, no matter who might try to disrupt it. So that is the message to our people. We thank you so much for being with us, and generally we say, may God bless him. Goodbye, finally, sir, and to you, fellow Biafrans. It has been all along from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International. This is Ikenna Obibi Ekon. Thank you so much for being with us, promising that in the next few days, that is on Sunday from now, our next guest speaker is going to be also former governor of Kaduna State, Alhaji Balarabe Musa. We are here to bring the people that matter together. We are here to buy views, people's opinions. Not that we are going to subordinate ourselves to the devices of our opponents, no. But we would like to know what they have in mind for us to know how we adjust. Fellow Biafrans, this is the mission of the Voice of Biafra International, building bridges across the river Niger, across the river Benue. This is how the bim-massob family, under the unpretentious leadership of Chief Dr. Rafo Wazirike, has made it to be. And we are proud to inform that Nigerians as a whole, even our detractors, our enemies, have come to the full realization that the only way to Biafra homeland is through the bim-massob family under Chief Dr. Wazirike, and even the world at large has come to the full realization that only the non-violence philosophy being propagated by Chief Dr. Wazirike with the bim-massob family guarantees us Biafra freedom. Outside that, it is quite impossible. To those who say no referendum, no election, we really pity for them. But the beauty of it all is that it is not enough to speak in the dark and hide in the daytime. This is what we are experiencing. You don't have to come and tell us no election in Anambra State. 2 months to the election date, you disappeared into thin air, leaving your sheep without shepherd. It is quite unfortunate. The bim-massob family always has the leadership available for our people, constructing, building bridges, having offices here and there, preparing for eventual Biafra government takeoff, and establishing some secretariats to accommodate our administration. This is what leadership is all about. It is not enough to unleash terror on Facebook, to hire touts on Facebook to defame the character of the people, when indeed on ground there is no visible office to guarantee our people's interest. This is what Biafra is all about, and we are saying every road leads to bim-massob family. Every road leads to the people that matter, and this is what Biafra is all about. We enjoy you, all our brothers and sisters. Nevermore you listen to the voice of propaganda, because it is quite destructive. When you hear on the 18th eve, that's 18th of November eve, sounds of cannons and knockouts and what have you, be not frightened, because these are agents of darkness trying to experiment something that will bring hostility in Biafra land. We have discovered their antics. We have said no to whatever plan they are trying to unleash against our people. We are here to tell our people the gospel truth. And that truth is this: 1. Anambra election must hold. It is a fait accompli. Come 2019, elections in Biafra land must hold. That is a fait accompli. 3. The bim-massob family is the only authentic group that has the interest of Biafra in mind. It is a fait accompli. The bim-massob family is the only group, apart from the Bilie headquarters, that has submitted Biafra Bill of Rights to the to the international community. Let the rest emulate from us, because the achievement of the bim-massob family in this our Biafra struggle, we continue to say, is equally a fait accompli. Thank you once again for being with us. Thank you, dear listeners. Thank you those we could not take their calls because of time constraints, because we needed to give our guest speaker time opportunity to address us. Thank you those who called in to aid their views. To Uchenna Okeke in Benue State, we thank you. To Jude Chijoke in Lagos, we appreciate you. Ume Maslinus in Biafra land, Leslie said Lagos, we equally pay homage to you. To Valentine Ogoji in Port Harcourt, we thank you 1,000 times. To Uche Diji in Accra, we are grateful to you indeed. And to Sonny Baba, who is right now in Biafra land, taking the shot and giving directives to the progress of our administration. We equally say we give you honor. Thank you all and sundry. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. May God bless you until we meet again on Sunday. Remain blessed.
You're welcome again now.
Thank you very much.